So we now move on to day 5 of the Qatar Goodwood Festival. We are filming this before day 3 and 4, but on day 2, Dan, you tipped up a 12-1 winner on our paid-for service.
Yeah, Perfect Angel in the maiden. I thought she was a bit overpriced, to be honest, at 12-1. Went off a bit shorter than that in the end. Did it nicely. Always looked like the winner, I think. Travelled nicely in the centre of the track, kept going all the way to the end.
Good stuff. And the Stewards Cup is one of the feature races on the card. A few trends to consider. 7 of the last 10 winners were aged 4 and 5, and it's not been such a great rate for favourites. Only 2 outright favourites in the last 10 years have won. And also the draw, it's tended to favour high numbers. I'm just going to give you a few figures here where horses were drawn in the last 3 years, the horses that came first, second and third. In 2013 we've got 26, 25 and 28. In 2014 we've got 22, 15 and 19. And then in 2015, 1, 10 and 26. There has been some indications that the low numbers may be favoured. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be best to be on the far side by that far rail. You've got Dancing Star over there, who'll obviously be a fancy of many, but the trends do suggest that high numbers are best. Either side, I think you'd rather be them down the centre.
And we've got a potentially fantastic story here of horse trained by Dandy Nichols. Orion's Bow. I mean, this horse ran on the 17th of May at Newcastle off a mark of 69 and now lines up this race of 103 and he's £3 well in.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a good chance. Dandy Nichols always used to be the man to go to in these big sprints. He's got a strong hand here. He's got Blaine as well, who won at Epsom, and Kimberella, who's another who's in with a penalty, who's been in flying form this year. I wouldn't discount any of those really from the master.
But what a training performance it would be to go from 69 to a Stewards Cups in 6 runs.
Yeah, I mean, indeed, it's probably easier with sprinters. There doesn't tend to be a great deal of difference there, but hey, he's done it well every time he's won so far, and who's to say he won't do it again on Saturday?
Okay, and you've got a couple for the race?
Yeah, I mean, I've already mentioned Dancing Star. If the low numbers go well, she's got to have a great chance. High numbers, Raucous ran a better race last time over 6 furlongs. I think he could be a bit of value in the race, and Growl as well. Ryan Moore's booked. That's a very interesting booking. He only tends to run 1st or 4th this season, so you've got to be a big each-way play.
I'm moving on to your best bet of the day. It's in the 7 furlong maiden.
Yeah, it's in the 420. Lockheed, William Haggis's. Chased home a very nice-looking sort of Thrankles called Seven Heavens at Ascot. Just got going a little bit late over 6 furlongs, possibly in need of the experience. Staying on well at the end. I think he'll take a lot of beating today. I really can't see much in the race that will beat him. There's a couple of interesting newcomers, but he should be head and shoulders above the rest.
Good stuff, yeah, he was one of my picks, but you beat me to that, I'm afraid. My pick comes in the mile and a half handicap, and I'll try and pronounce this correctly. It's the William Haggis trained Dal Halid, is that correct?
No, it's Dal Harald, but good effort.
Oh, there we go. I'll start off by talking about William Haggis to start off with. He didn't have a great start to the season, but his yard are really starting to hit form now. He's had 47 runners at the time of filming this film, and 29 of those have made the first 3. So that's 62% of his runners have made the first 3 in the last 2 weeks. His stringer in absolutely flying form. This horse, last time out, he ran at Ascot, he finished 3rd, but if you do watch that race again, he was dropped in from a wide draw, and they went no sort of pace. The first and second horses were 1 and 2 all the way around, and he did best of the rest and wasn't beaten far. The time before that, he ran at Musselburgh and won convincingly. He beat a horse of Sir Mark Prescott called St Michael, and he's gone up £17 from that run. He's got a plum draw in stall 2, and I think this horse is going to go very well and continue William Haggis's fine form.